how do you motivate the team? How do you motivate your staff?
By motivating by osmosis. So you motivate the team around you, and hopefully that flows and flows and flows. And utilising networks such as John Anthony from IGT, we had John in the other day. John talked about your book, The Hospitality Jungle.
That's very nice of him.
I thought that was a great idea, so I bought 40 of them, and they'll go to everyone who's responsible for someone in the organisation. And by everyone reading that, we'll have a follow-up in a couple of months, talk about it again, and just get the motivation happening within that team, and hopefully that'll spread throughout the whole club.
Yeah, thank you. You first bought the book 10 years ago, so you've been a fan of it and used it for a while.
That's true. As soon as John mentioned it, I went straight to Ed and said, we need to buy everyone one of these. I read it 10 years ago. It was an easy read. The principles are perfect for where we're going, and we may as well not be spending $182 million if the service isn't right.
Right on. I couldn't agree with you more. It really is about getting your people right. Is there what's one achievement you are most proud of?
My baby daughter Ella. She was born 4 years ago and is running the household.
Ah, yes. I love that. Do you have a most memorable moment?
Oh, we were talking about it before, and I said I didn't have an embarrassing moment, but when I said my first job, I remembered one. I was first day as a paper boy. I was walking up the street. I wasn't 100 metres from the shop, and the whole cart tipped over. Papers went everywhere, and someone came up and he bought 2 papers, and back then they were only about 50 cents each. He gave me $5 and I kept the tip, but I was still incredibly embarrassed. It was the best tip I ever got as a paper boy.
That's not bad. 2 people, living or dead, you'd like to have dinner with?
I thought about this for a little while. I thought JFK and Marilyn Monroe. I think the conversation would be interesting and it'd be quite diverse.
Or Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. What's the best idea you've ever used to bring customers into clubs?
Recently we introduced a tiered membership into the club, and from that tiered membership we've introduced a promotion. It's a badge draw, simple badge draw, but it's against the top 3 tiers of a 5-tier system. So it's targeting the people who actually spend money in the club. So is it the best promotion? Does it bring in the most amount of numbers? No, but it brings in the numbers that are valuable to the club, and that's what I find the best.
So you're virtually focusing on the 80-20 principle, aren't you?
Yeah,
very much so. Good stuff. And what about the best gaming idea? Finally, the best gaming idea you've ever used or seen in clubs?
Apart from a smile on a staff member, it would have to be a tiered membership program where it's not 100% focused on gaming, but primarily that's where the dollars come from.
Yeah.
And if you look after your most loyal members, they look after you. And all you need to do is create their visits. Instead of 5 times a week spread between 3 venues, you get them 3 times a week and the other venues only get them 2, and you've won the day.
Just a little more explanation on the tiered system. I'm a member here. How do I get into the tiered system, or how do you select me in this tiered system?
Everyone who's a member is part of our loyalty program called Revesby Rewards. Mm-hmm. You earn points for spend in the club, whether that be through food and beverage, gym or gaming. A certain amount of point level across a 12-month period will get you into a level. That level has certain benefits. So the top level, you'll get extra bonus points, you'll get extra food and beverage vouchers, you'll get gym vouchers, etc. As the levels go down, the benefits go down. So you look at, say your top 3,000 members out of 32,000 would have greater member benefits than the other 29,000 members. But the 29,000 members are still looked after. They still have membership discounts at all food and beverage outlets. They still earn points, etc. It's just generating more promotional activity to the top 10% of membership.
Yeah, rewarding, as you say, the people who are your people who are continually supporting the place. Yeah,
That's it.
Good stuff. Thank you for being part of our session this morning. I've learned a lot, and I know there's going to be people all around the world who will be looking at this and saying, "Yeah, he's a pretty impressive guy."
No.
I really appreciate you being part of it.
Pleasure, mate.
Thanks.
It's always good to catch up.
All right, mate.